Yeah, it actually kind of looks like Mars in some ways.
It is, so it's perseverance.
Is that a cap right there too?
That's the Perseverance rover. It's a Perseverance rover on Mars.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, first off, Elon, thanks for coming to the X Takeover, formerly Tesla Takeover, for the second year in a row.
Rover.
Well, let's kick things off. Let's start off with really your baby, the Starship. Starship is the most ambitious rocket ever built. What's been harder than expected, and what's the next milestone we should watch for?
But now it's gone from, I guess I specialize in in going from the impossible to the merely late. So that's my skill. It wasn't possible, now it's just late. And I encourage anyone who's interested to go and visit Starbase in South Texas. It's like a magical land. It's gigantic rockets. I think some of you.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's very inspiring. It's like a take friends and family. It's on a major highway, so you can see things quite close up, and really get a sense for the scale of the rocket and the factory and everything. So it's very cool. I guess the thing that I thought would be hardest currently is the hardest, which is creating a fully reusable orbital heat shield, which has never been done before. So normally the heat shields are they're expandable, and even say for the shuttle heat shield, they would lose many of the tiles on every flight, and they'd have to refurbish the heat shield between each flight. So no one has ever created a fully reusable orbital heat shield before. And no one, in fact, no one has created a fully reusable orbital rocket before. And Falcon 9 is the first rocket where there's at least the boost stage is reusable on a regular basis, and where it actually makes economic sense. So solving the heat shield problem is, I think, probably the single biggest remaining challenge for Starship. And of course, getting the upper stage for the ship to land and also get caught by the giant metal chopsticks, which looks like a sci-fi movie. That looks like an improbable sci-fi movie. The whole thing.
Chopsticks, literally catching it.
Yeah, giant metal chopsticks. Well, this Cybercab, which is a two-seater, and that would not replace the Greenway, because Greenway have a four-seater and six-seater capability. So I think you'd find that the Cybercab would be for one or two passengers, and then dynamically it would call the Model 3 for Y for four passengers, or Y for six passengers. And they won't have the large vehicles. This is not the forum for making hard product announcements. To be totally honest.
Yeah,
So I gotta be, a little careful here about what I say.
We got you. Does Tesla plan on owning a large fleet of robo-taxis? And then when will private citizens be able to go on the Tesla network?
Yes, Tesla will own some of the fleet will be Tesla owned, and some of the fleet will be customer owned. So you could think of it as a model kind of like maybe some combination of Uber and Airbnb, where some people own the cars and then add those back into the fleet, and some cars are owned by Tesla directly.
So if robotaxi succeeds, Elon, how does Tesla navigate the paradox of making the best cars in the world, but also possibly needing fewer of them?
Well, guys, I think it's tough for me to answer questions because Tesla's a publicly traded company. And so, this is the most interesting questions you want to ask me are the questions I can't really answer.
No, yeah, of course, no, we definitely don't want to put you on the spot there. So I think you posted a week or two ago about, even Lars mentioned it, about just the Roadster program and how it's still active. What can you tell us about its current development status?
Well, we're aiming for a demonstration at the end of the year.
2 weeks.
I mean, the roadster is not something that's going to meaningfully affect to the financials of the company. Because it's too small relative to other programs. So it is very cool. So hopefully we're able to demo the end of this year, but or early next year latest.
You said that Optimus could be more valuable than Tesla's entire automotive business.
Yes.
What's the roadmap from where we are today to widespread deployment?
Again, you're really asking me questions that are highly sensitive to the value of the company, and so that's not really something I can answer. The current design, so the version 3 of Optimus, I think is the right design to go to volume production. But it is a significant redesign from version 2. In fact, almost nothing stays the same. So I was really faced with a choice of, should we make several thousand version 2 Optimus robots when we know the design can be much better? Or should we pause, do version 3, which is much better, and we would maybe have, I don't know, a few hundred robots instead of a few thousand robots by the end of the year. And I think the right decision was to go with version 3 and then scale production significantly next year. Now, in terms of the value of Optimus, you really need to think of a basic question of who wouldn't want their own personal C3PO R2D2?
I think
we would want that. I mean, let's ask the crowd. Would you guys like? Do you guys want your Optimus? It'd be very cool. It would actually be, by the way, much better than in functionality than C3PO and R2D2. So it would be super useful. So I think basically everyone on Earth is going to want one. And then you can have a bunch in industry. So that's why I think it's probably the world's biggest product, because there's a market for probably 20 billion. It could be 50 billion, I'm not lying. So, hypothetically, if Tesla was making 1 billion of these a year at scale, and at scale the cost gets lower and lower. So maybe like on the order of $50,000. I'm just guessing. And that's 30 trillion in revenue.